Well, today's the day that the light show will come on. I'm completely determined that that's the case. Everything is wired up. I just have to get on the tower and hide some of the strands I don't want to be seen and straighten up some wires, and I think I've got a few sections that are out. It has been crazy busy at work, a little unexpectedly busy. So I've been working 12, 15-hour days, and by the time I get home, it's dark, late, and I'm beat, so I haven't really been doing a lot of Christmas stuff. So it's a little bit disappointed in that aspect, but we're going to have everything up and running. It is Saturday. It is cloudy and cool out. I'm hoping I won't get rained out, but we're going to be doing a lot of finalizing. I hope the light show will be on tonight. Okay, well, Tom came over and helped me finalize the tower lights, so I've got that completed. I went ahead and got, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 shows, or 5 songs completed and updated to this year's sequence. I also have a little bit of an intro done, so that's 6 actual files that I've completed. I have more that I'm going to do. I'm going to add at least 1 song, possibly 2, that I'm working on, but I need to get the show. It's 3 o'clock now, so I'm going to get the show up and running and tested while the lights are on. Oh, I'm sorry, while it's daylight out, because I'm actually going to a Christmas parade tonight, and I'm not going to be here. So hopefully everything, I'm going to do a quick test now while the lights are, the sun is up, and hopefully everything will work when I'm not here tonight. So I'm going to show you what I'm doing now. All right, now I've already somewhat showed you this part, but I'm going to show you again. I'm going to go to, because I'm running it on my desktop before I showed you on the laptop. I'm going to go up to Lightorama, open up the hardware section. I'm going to auto configure, which I've already done. It's the little devices on COM4 on this computer. And then we're going to refresh, and when I hit refresh, actually I'm going to, doesn't look like it, yeah. Hit refresh, I'm going to pause the video for a second. Now it has found all 4 boxes. I've got everything hooked up here. So there's my 4 boxes. So if I wanted to test anything, I could. I've already done all this on the laptop, so everything works. We have the console, or you could just, let's see, box 1, you can go ahead and turn it on, and it's going to, as you see the lights go, it's basically flickering those lights. It's doing it now. I look out my window, the tree is right there, but you won't be able to see it's going in daylight. So, but that is one of the ways you can test. But after we got that all done set, we go ahead and close this down. Another thing I'm doing here is I have 3 years of programming all kind of jumbled up in different folders. So what I suggest you do is, what I do is, anyway, on my desktop I create a folder, and this year it's called 2013 Christmas, and everything that I'm working on or that I've got going is right here in this folder on this computer. So all my shows, all my songs for my shows, my channel configurations, all going to be in this file. And then this way, I'll once I get everything done, I'm going to go ahead and copy this file on my jump drive. So I have a copy on the computer and one on the jump drive. And then the next step is going to actually need to bring in one more song. That's what I'm doing now. So before you go ahead and build your show or do anything, you probably will be doing this as you go. But if you haven't, you might want to open up your sequence editor. All the songs that you're going to be running in your show, you're going to want to basically open in the sequence editor. So I'm going to go to Desktop, 2013 Christmas, All I Want for Christmas. So I'm going to open this up. No background file exists. I can ignore that. And that means the little picture that's behind the animation. And then I'm going to play it. Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to not just play it, because it could be pulling the file from my jump drive or my external hard drive. So you want to go down here to Media File. Then I want to go back to Desktop, because I have made a copy of this song in my 2013 folder. And then I'm going to hit the Save button. And it just saved that. Now, why I say to do this, because I made a mistake and it took me forever to figure this out last year, or not last year, the year before. I imported the media file from a jump drive, and this file, the sequence file, was on my computer. So I thought I had everything going, good to go, and I hooked up the computer. I pulled the jump drive out, and I stored it away. and none of my music was playing. It was saying the media file cannot be found, and it was because I removed that media, that jump drive. So what I suggest you do is you take those copies of those audio files, put it in your folder on the computer, and then make sure that everything is run out of the same folder. And there's my animation going for this file. So I know that even if I do remove, I'm going to drop the phone here. Even if I do remove my external hard drive, or something goes wrong with that in the middle of the show, the system will still run and play that. And I'm going to do that with every single song. So that's what I'm going to do right now. All right, now that I've got all the files saved in the same folder, real quick, I'm going to go and open the folder in desktop. 2000. I'm actually not going to open the folder. I'm just going to take it and I'm going to copy. Oops, crap. I'm going to copy, not paste. And then I'm going to open up my external hard drive. Okay. And then I'm just going to go ahead and paste it right here. Now I've got the same folder in both places as a backup. I can't stress how important this is. So that's done. Now the next step you're going to want to do is you're going to want to open up your Light-O-Rama. And you want to go to Show Editor. You're going to build your actual show. Make sure you click Musical. Add. I'm going to go to where my folder is. I'm going to run this off the desktop. And the first thing I'm going to do is the National Anthem. Alright. Add another one. Let's see. Decorations. Add another one. All I Want for Christmas, and another one, Christmas Vacation, and another one, Wish List, and Holiday Flight. Now right now that's all I've got. If you saw this, I've got Nut Rocker here, but it's not complete, so I'm not going to put that on there. So there's my sequence, and turn use lights off at the end of each sequence, yes. All my lights already go off, but I'm going to go ahead and play in order, yes. And I'm going to save as, put this desktop, 2013 Christmas. Alright, save. And then there's our show builder. Now, there's other things you can do here, but this is very basic. I always like to do it this way. Last year, this National Anthem only played once, so I actually had it come on the first song. Now, this is not the real National Anthem. This is a movie clip from Christmas Vacation, which I'll show you, but it only played once at the very beginning. No one ever saw it, so I'm going to put it in what I did is I put it once, and then I could add decorations, I had All I Want, add Christmas Vacation, kept on adding it. So this list was really long. This way it would never start back over. It would be over 4 hours long in songs. This way it would only play the National Anthem once, and then it would just continuously go through that. This way, since I'm going to have it play all night continuously like this, National Anthem over and over again, I'm only going to do this once, and then at the end it's going to flip back and start over again. So that's how that goes. I'm going to go ahead and close this down. Now the next thing you're going to work on after you build your show is the schedule editor. Once you open the schedule editor, it's going to come up to this screen. And what we're going to do, if you scroll down here, I don't know if it has anything saved from last year, which I don't think it does. So if it does, you're using the same computer, then you're going to want to have to make sure you erase anything from before. So we're going to go ahead and add file name, desktop, 2013 Christmas, and there it is. Okay, start time, we want it to come on at 6 p.m. You know what, let's do 5:45 p.m. And we're going to do Monday through Thursday until 10 p.m. Alright, we're going to add that, and if we scroll down here a little bit, you see there it is on the schedule. Okay, and now we're going to add one more, because on the weekends I like my lights to stay on a little bit longer. File, desktop, Christmas, Friday and Saturday is already selected. 5:45 p.m. till 12 midnight. Alright, we're going to go ahead and add that. And if we check our schedule down here, you will see that the bar indicates that it's on longer. Alright, so that's basically how you set up your schedule. And then you just save it. Okay, and you can go ahead and close this down. Now the first year I did this is where I got stopped. I didn't know exactly what to do from here. So you need to basically enable the schedule. So we're going to go back up to Lightorama. We're going to hit Control Panel. Okay, Lightorama is now running in the system tray. Good. What that means is down here, if you pop up your system tray, you'll see a light bulb, a red. This is your Lightorama. Alright. Now if it's red, that means it's disabled. But you have to go to the control, turn on the control panel, make sure it's in there running, and then you have to right click on this and enable schedule. Okay. Alright, is open if the Lightorama hardware unit. Okay, shut it down. Okay, so we've got something running. So it's not going to let me enable schedule because I have something running down here. That's what it is. Probably, yep, sequence editor. So we're going to make sure to shut this down. And now if we go ahead and right click on the enable schedule, now we're enabled. Okay, and you'll see that this light has turned from red to blue. And that means everything's good to go. So at 5:45, according to my schedule, the lights will come on and start playing the show, which is good. Now, if I wanted to right-click this, I could do a lot of other things. I can go ahead and, let's see, where is it? So you could start show immediately. Okay, what I was looking for was, let's see, let's do it again. So we're going to go here, right click, show on demand. And it's going to come up with this. And you can actually start your show. Let's do, where is it at? Desktop. So if you have different shows scheduled, you can go ahead and do that. And then you can say start as soon as possible. You can set a start time. This is for one time, and then end time. We're going to do start as soon as possible. We're going to hit OK. And it's actually playing right now. Not only is it the volume, the audio playing here, I don't have my speakers or my FM transmitter hooked up yet, but the lights are going to be going. So that's how you do it immediately. Now if your show is running and for whatever reason you need to stop the show, you come up to your control panel, right click, and you have two options. You can disable show gracefully, meaning it will stop at the end of the next song, or disable shows immediately, meaning it's going to stop right now. Alright, so if for whatever reason you're in a bind or you need to do something and you need to have it stopped, and you want to stop it right away, do it immediately. If you have some people watching your show and you just want to stop it because it's late or because of whatever reason you wanted to finish that song, you can do gracefully and it'll do that way. So those are those two options that I tend to use a little tend to use in the control panel. But the key is to make sure that when you see it now is red, the show is disabled, the schedule is disabled. So when I get done, before I leave the house or whatever, I want to double check, I want to enable schedule, or the lights will not come on. So make sure you do that. I hope these tips have helped when it comes to Lightorama. I know that I had quite a hectic time the first year to getting my show started and up and running. Right now I'm going to be hooking up some speakers for outside and my FM transmitter. So that's my next step. And once we get going, or once I get that up and running, if I feel like there's anything you need to see, then I'll show you. And then I'll have some video from tonight from the parade and for my light show hopefully on later on. So. Merry Christmas!
Want to do that, Jody?
So here it is. Luckily the show is still running after I got home, but I see I have some lights out, a little section of lights out on the tree here, and some on the roof that are already fixed. As you can see, some of the missing spots, and obviously the eave. I think one of my extension cords came out. Looks like I've got a section out, which is not very good, but what are you gonna do, right? Now the constant battle of making sure that all the lights stay on.